Coach. I'm a dog trainer and behaviorist. I've been working in the city here for over 11 years doing that. And this is my sidekick Compass. I'm going to use her a little bit as demonstrations, and if anybody has questions about it later, I have a dog to demonstrate with. So I'm here to talk to you about dog fight prevention today. And the way I'm going to approach it is I want you to be able to understand what's going on inside the dog's mind, because that's what I do for a living, is I have to understand the dog's head. So kind of like police have to get inside the criminal mind, and the more the police understand the criminal, the easier it is for them to solve crimes and figure out, like, if they can think the way they think, right? So if you can think the way a dog thinks, it's going to help you understand how to react with the dog when you see dogs, okay? So first and foremost, be aware that with aggression, when dogs are aggressive, it's really just fear. 99% of the time, when you see a dog that's growling or barking, actually deep inside it's just fear. Dogs just feel a whole bunch of energy, and at that point, either fight or flight is going to kick in. Just like with people, right? You get scared, am I going to run, am I going to fight? Dogs are in that same state of mind. So when you see a dog that's poisoning and barking at you and getting nervous, getting that way, no, they're about to make a decision, fight or flight. You want to get them into that flight decision, not the fight decision, right? So that's going to be your job, and that's what I'm going to help you through today, to make sure that you know how to tell a dog, just calm down and go away. You don't have to be interested in me, okay? So the other thing I always point out, even to my clients, I use actual postal carriers as the #1 example of how dogs learn to be aggressive. Because the problem is that dogs see you coming to their house every day, you drop off the mail and you leave, right? To them, they're protecting their house every day from this horrible intruder, right? They think you're coming up, they bark, and then you go away. So this is how dogs learn to be aggressive. Yes, all the people that come drop things off and leave are the #1 way dogs learn to be aggressive, because they learn if they bark, that thing goes out of the way. They save the day again. They save the day, right? So in their minds, they're protecting their owners in their house, and every time they get you to go back away from the house again. So they're learning every day. And then it becomes, they get to know you. They get to know what you're wearing. They get to know that you and UPS drivers and everybody's in uniform. So the other big thing to realize, if you're in uniform, assume a dog is going to think that you're one of those mean people trying to break in their house every day, and that they're going to still want to protect them, their owner and everybody, from you on the street. So even on the street, if you're in uniform, don't pet a dog. I mean, some dogs are going to be great. My dog loves our postal carrier and says hi every day. But you have to always assume that the dog is going to see you and think that you're somebody that has come to try to break in their house and is an enemy. And so if you make that assumption, it's always going to be safer for you not to approach dogs and not to go up to them in uniform. When you're in your plain clothes after work, fine. You know, nice dogs, go for it, but just be careful. Another thing I tell people to think about is, and a way to envision the dog is, think of a bully on the kids' playground, right? Deep inside, a bully's really insecure. Even though they're there picking on kids and asking for lunch money and trying to beat them up, if somebody actually, hides and goes, oh yeah, you can have all my lunch money, or they run away, the bully goes, oh, gets all more powerful. If instead, the kid says, I'm not afraid of you, I'm not going to give you my money, the bully goes, I'll go pick on someone else, right? That's one example. Another one is angry person. If an angry person is yelling and yelling and yelling at you, if you just yell back, you keep that energy up. Everybody stays angry, everybody stays high energy, everybody's crazy. If you instead have somebody yelling at you and just go, I'm not listening to you, this is just ridiculous, I don't need to deal with you, the person has to calm down. They can't, what are they going to do with that? If there's nothing to come back at them, they're going to calm down, they're going to eventually stop, right? Exact same thing goes with the dog that's growling or snapping or barking at you. Basically inside, they're just a bully or an angry person. Right? That's all that's happening. And you have to know, God, and deep inside, they're fearful. Deep inside, they're saying, I don't know if I like you. I don't know if I like you. They're not saying, I want to kill you, unless they're a trained attack dog. All they're saying is, I don't like you, I'm unsure. So if you say, hey, I don't know if I like you either, and just stand there and just stay calm, you're going to be okay. That's the main thing, is to not panic. Just like they say for earthquakes or any other, thing. If you don't panic, that's half the battle. If a dog sees that you're fearful and you start trying to run away, then they're going to say, okay, you are somebody I should attack. But when you say, I don't know what your problem is, and you just hold your ground, they're going to say, I don't know why I was barking, I'll just go away. So you staying calm is 90% of it. Now, I would also tell you to protect yourself. If you see the dog is barking, it doesn't mean you just stand there exposed. Sure, get your satchel in front of you, get your pepper spray ready. You can get things ready, but don't panic. Almost every dog attack I've ever seen is because somebody started panicking. They start waving their arms, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then the dog starts getting all excited too. If you just say, I don't know what your problem is, dog, but I'm just here to deliver the mail, and just kind of talk calmly and get your satchel in front and stand there. And even if they do come, start moving your satchel. Give them that target. Fight this, not me. But just stay calm. It's not about me. I don't know what you want about me. Right? That's what you want to do. And then, along the same lines, even if you were to get bit, don't fight then either. If you get a dog biting you, most dogs want to come in, give you one bite to give you a warning, and get out. That's what most dogs want to do. They don't want to attack you more than that. The only dogs that really keep going are the bully breeds, the pit bulls, the pit kind of breeds, and the bulldogs. They were actually bred to hold on to a bull while a bull was kicking and fighting and kicking them in the head. Well, they just keep fighting and fighting and fighting until they take that bull down. You do not want to be that bull. You don't want to be fighting them and incenting them to fight further and attack you more. So just think of that and remember that if a dog is actually biting you, just go limp. Oh, go ahead, take me, I don't care. Then they're going to, again, lose interest. You're not fighting back. You're not a danger. This is boring. I'll leave. But if you start struggling, you're just going to, again, if a dog's mouth is on you and you struggle, you're just going to rip your skin more. Just hold it there. Go, fine. What do you want with my arm? If you just relax, again, it's all going to go better. I know it's scary. Remember, picture the bull. Picture the bull and picture like the more you fight, the more the dog's going to fight. Even if you see a dog playing, right? When another dog plays back, the dog gets more excited. If you just go, I don't want anything to do with this, and you just shut down, they're gonna lose interest in you. Okay, that's the main thing to remember. Your energy to a dog gives energy back. If you don't give energy, they stay calm. That dogs are just really, really all about the energy. All right, so the other thing is if you do see a dog that's barking or acting aggressive, definitely call 911. Get it out there, report it, do any reporting things you need to do to make sure that you get somebody notified that there is a dangerous situation. And even make sure that it gets animal care and control. Because here's the deal. Every time I've had to deal with a court issue, I go to dangerous dog court all the time and testify on behalf of the dogs in dog bite hearings. I go on television all the time talking about dog bites and things and fatal attacks. Every single one of them could have been prevented if those dogs had been reported earlier. It was always after they say, oh, the nice family pet killed the kid, right? Then afterwards you go, oh no, it wasn't a nice family pet. All the neighbors come out, oh, the dog barked at me and scared me many times. Oh, the dog bit this person. Oh, the dog did this. It all comes out afterwards. If people just up front said this dog is dangerous and reported it, and then another person did it, another person, then finally that family's going to be called in, that owner's going to be told, take care of your damn dog. AC&C is going to come and say, you've got to get control over this dog. We've had several reports that it's dangerous, and we can get that dog either taken away from the owner or hopefully get trained so that it isn't aggressive anymore, and you can save you or yourselves from further damage. So don't be afraid to report any dangerous dog. It only is going to help society in the whole. It's even going to help the dog. The dog is asking for help. They don't want to be scared. They don't want to be angry. They want to get trained and be able to be happy and peaceful, just like all other animals. So you're helping them too. Don't feel bad about reporting it. Know that you're doing your job. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with, the thing you can remember, because it's the most important, is not to panic. To always try to stay calm in a situation with another dog. Don't get upset with them. Don't react. In fact, what I do with children, when I do children and dog workshops, that we tell the children, turn into a tree. Just hold perfectly still and don't move and give off no energy. If you think that way, you'll think the same way we teach children. It's a really good visual to think about how much you have to hold still and how much you have to not give energy back out in order to protect yourself. Okay? So that was the gist of my talk. Let me just show you this. So here I have this nice little calm dog, right? And if I just give her a little bit of energy, if I just go, look at that, right? She can't even handle it. Here I've had her 9 years, right? But when I give her that energy, she's like, oh, that's just that little bit of energy, right? Gets her all shook up. So, but if I don't give her, if I go, oh, nice dog, and I'm calm, then she wants to come to me and everything's nice, right? Then it's nice and calm again. So when you give off intense energy, it freaks out the dog. When you're nice and calm, then the dog is going to be loving and calm too.